Good morning. I didn't really show much of the drive here because, it's dark. I struggle with these sunrise videos because of that. I feel like there's not a whole lot to show you on the way there, or really until the sun rises and then it's over. So, I don't know how long this video will be, but we'll see. Anyways, I am at Prentice Cooper State Forest, and within Prentice Cooper is Snoopers Rock. So if you've been in Chattanooga for quite a while, you've probably heard of Snoopers Rock, let alone probably visited. And if you haven't, definitely add this place to your list. I will warn you though, it is a long gravel road drive to get here once you get into Prentice Cooper. Prentice Cooper is just all gravel roads. So be prepared for that. The roads is not bad, but it is very dusty, so your car will be very dirty afterwards. And Snoopers Rock actually has a parking area, so you can drive all the way to the back and park right at Snoopers Rock. Then there's like a 1/10 of a mile hike down to the rock, so it's very short. Or you can park earlier in the park and the Cumberland Trail comes through here, and it actually goes by Snoopers Rock. So you can actually hike to Snoopers Rock via the Cumberland Trail. I have yet to do that. It is a fairly long hike. I'm not sure how many miles to Snoopers Rock. I think just a few miles. So it's not too bad, and you're on top of the plateau, so it's not like you have a bunch of ups and downs, but there's still some ups and downs to it from what I've been told. So there's a couple options here. If you're coming for sunrise, I don't think I'd recommend hiking. I think I'd recommend parking at Snoopers Rock and then walking down to it. So that is what we are doing today. And I guess it's time to head on out and wait for the sun to rise. So when I came down here, there was a vehicle parked here. Someone had driven down this. I don't recommend unless you have like a 4x4, because this isn't really an ideal road. That's why there's a parking lot at the top of this. But if there's room, you can park down here if you can get your vehicle down and out, which apparently they did. And see, There's plenty of parking spots here in this parking area. And then you just hike down to the rock. Just like that, we're out of the park. This drive down Suck Creek Road is one of my favorites. Part of the Scenic drive that I share with y'all. If you haven't seen that video, it'll be linked at the end of this one. And yeah, highly recommend if you want a scenic drive, especially this fall, because like right now the leaves are kind of starting to change, but it's kind of hard. Sometimes the color's not the best through here, I'll be honest. But you'll still see some colors, so it's definitely a pretty drive. I highly recommend. Anyways, that is pretty much sums up everything for this video. Conclusion, as you can see, the sunrise it's like the sun is too high up by the time you can see it, if that makes sense. So the colors are not as vibrant. Whereas if you were up higher, at a higher spot, say Raccoon Mountain, that's still kind of the top of my list for Chattanooga sunrise, there you'll see like more vibrant sunrise colors, what you would normally associate with sunrise. And so I definitely recommend that over Snoopers Rock if that's what you're looking for. However, Snoopers Rock is still like really pretty. That place, you have like the best opportunity of seeing a cloud inversion, which is what we saw this morning. It's where the clouds are like over the river and you're above the clouds. And so that's really cool and really pretty. You wouldn't necessarily see that anywhere else. That section of the river is the most probable for you to see that. So I definitely recommend it for that. With the sunrise, like the cloud inversion paired with the sun rising is like really pretty. So highly recommend checking out Snoopers Rock for that, the sake of that. Plus, if you want to go ahead and start hiking that day, you know, after the sunrise, you can do that. So I highly recommend, even though it's not quite the same as like a vibrant sunrise. So I'm headed home now and ready to go to work. But that is pretty much it for this video. If you have any other questions, or like if I didn't cover anything, more details about all this will be in my blog post, which is linked below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.